Is there room on my iPhone for a little wrap here? For a Reynolds wrap? Well, we're not going to have wraps anymore because we're not going to have paper. We're going to be a paperless society. What was that movie where they burned all the books? But, we're so illiterate, it doesn't matter. I think people in our society right now are used to WTF and LOL. We're initial droppers. Nobody's really reading full sentences and paragraphs or watching everything all the way through anymore. We're storing everything. The storage companies are doing better than ever. They're doing better actually than the real stores because they're putting stuff away that we think we're going to need but we'll never get to. As George Carlin used to say, it's our stuff. Where's all the stuff? Where are we putting our stuff? But the newspapers are gone. And we're not reading the papers anymore because they're not going to be here. The daily news in New York is gone. Now, all the news that's fit to print was the New York Times. I always thought the New York Times should change their name to the New York Text, and that would move them into the next generation. As it is now, they deliver it by, by stone tablets. That's the way you get the New York Times. It's so ancient. There's a guy named Moses who's carrying these things around for the headlines every day. We don't have to read the paper, but it would be nice if we have the backup. Now, what I've done is I've gone to the electronics. I take the thing, I go to my copy machine, and I copy it. So I'm, in fact, reading the paper. They don't want to pay for the print. They don't want to destroy the forest, which is a good thing. And they don't want to pay for reporters. So where are we getting our news? Besides the lovely Kardashians, who are the Gabors of this generation. Remember the Gabors, the Gaboring family, Eva, and I don't know if you're that old. But now you got the Kardashian family. And the father, he's rolling over in his grave from all of this stuff. He's kind of can't even believe what's happening with Bruce Jenner marrying his wife and all this stuff with these girls and these kids, and they're making all this money selling all this crap. WKRP, crap. That's the station I ought to be on, selling all this junk. Junk. Or as George Carlin called it, stuff. We got stuff. We're making more money in storage than we are in reality with retail stores. There's more stuff going into storage for something we're never going to use anyway. What about the want ads in the papers? We got a Craigslist now. We don't need that, right? So it's all electronic. And, you can't even put anything under the bird anymore in the bird cage. And there's no way to wrap your fish. And when I get on the subway, I just pray they have Wi-Fi because I'm using off my laptop all the news and my iPad. Of course, I this, I that, iPad, iPhone. We're the I generation. Most self-centered generation in the history of the world so far. But it's going to get better. I know I've got all my money in a water company up there in Mars. By the time we have our first delivery from Amazon.com of Mars water, my grandchildren will be graduating from college. And then they'll have a glass of Martian water. It's probably green. Anyway, bye print. So long, print. It's Joey Reynolds saying it's a Reynolds wrap, but nothing to wrap it in.